All right. Here we go, boys. More Valakai stuff today. Today will be Valakai Cowers, as I call them.
Valakai Cowers.
Yeah.
And apparently, according to him, this has gone too far. Just too far.
Yeah, it's gone. It's gone. It's gone far enough, is what he says in the video title.
Right. Now, before we start, what is your take on this a little bit? Before we start, because I'm assuming you play the video that you made.
We're live right now, but what is my take on what?
Before we watch the video, what's your take on the new situation that's been brought up with him? About him going back in to Andy's comments and stuff.
Well, he didn't go in Andy's comments. He's going in the Real MRB's comments, who's a channel that's completely dedicated to trolling him.
He finally responded to him?
He's done a few different videos talking about the Real MRB.
Okay. Well,
now,
this is going to be fun.
Yeah, there we go. All right, now we got the YouTube video up. I accidentally pulled up the Discord the first time, but it's fine.
All right. This should be some entertaining shit.
But
I thought for a second that before we start, that he was going to lay off on this, because I thought that he was so focused on, Rosina and this other person called.
Well, and that's why it's right. That's why it's kind of refreshing that he's doing this, because he hasn't shut the hell up about Rosina again.
Yeah, no, he's gone. He's made a whole playlist dedicated to her.
Oh, he's had that playlist for a while.
Listen, Andy, regardless of what happened, be glad you're not her, dude. Be very glad you're not her.
Yeah, well, that Rosina thing bores me to tears, dude. I fucking hate it. It's so dull. And he just won't shut the hell up about her.
I just don't.
And it's funny, he's like, I didn't talk about it for a month. And he's like, okay, you want a fucking medal? A fucking month? Whoop-de-fucking-do.
Exactly.
But, obviously the subject today is going to be about the current drama, again with Andy, and an awful comment Andy made, and be forewarned, I'm going to be completely honest about this. That means I'm going to be honest about what I mean when I say Andy's mentally deficient. So
Benji Saga, what is this?
If you don't know, you don't know, man. It's drama. It's lots of spicy drama.
Like the glassy or shit.
What? What are you on about?
That you just used to be a show set in a school and
it has nothing to do with Degrassi, no.
No, it's
nothing like that. This is YouTube drama. Why will it not let me switch to
Nemesis?
It's more YouTube drama. What specifically?
It's a whole bag of worms.
Look, if I have to explain the whole thing at the start, that's going to be a long intro. What's up, Andy?
Andy's here. What's up, dude?
Andy, all right. So, once again, Valakai has done a video on you, Andy. And he did mention me, although not by name. And so, I thought, hey, he's finally stopped doing Rosina stuff for fucking once. So let's talk about this. Now, be forewarned, this shows Andy's bad comment in full, and I'm gonna let it play. It's a pretty bad comment. We'll talk about it. Andy even owned up to the fact it was a bad comment, and Valakai tries to say that that's not the case, but we'll get to it.
Alright. Oh, boy.
Gotta love that awful sigh that he starts it out with.
That disappointment!
It's so... that is such a
Sigh
fake...
of disappointment.
It's such a fake bad sigh, dude.
It's such a, trying to sound disappointed sigh.
I expect him any minute now to say he's had a severe and continuous lapse in his judgment.
I want to hear his classic... This is going to be a long one. Hello, everyone.
Right?
I really want to...
That's a really good impression! I did not expect that to be so good, Steven. Hello, everyone.
Hello, everyone. And before we get started... Andy Kishore made another video about me.
Oh my god.
That's really good, Steven.
Thank you. I've been working on it. I'm in cahoots with the MRB.
Yeah, there you go.
Here we go again. Yeah, so we're gonna be traveling back to...
By the way, if you took a drink every time he says the word again, you would fucking die.
And again,
I do not like this.
I guess he must say it a lot then.
Yes.
He does. His vocabulary is very limited,
yeah.
unfortunately.
And
Well, of course he is limited. No shit, Sherlock.
I'm only making this video because I saw a freaking comment.
Why does this dude sound like Red Beam Media, whatever that dude is?
I don't know, nor do I care.
Last night or today actually, and I decided we gotta talk about this seriously.
We gotta talk about this, guys. We gotta talk about this.
We gotta have a serious sit down about this, guys.
I think a lot of people know about the Andy Kishore drama.
Hey, look! He pronounced it right! I called him out on it, and he says it right!
You did that because you called him out on that in the last one.
Andy, you absolutely... Andy, I'm gonna be honest with you, Andy. You're not gonna like this. I don't know if it's autism, but you have something very similar to autism. You absolutely do. Don't try to lie to me on that, Andy. And that is your best defense, so don't even try to fucking deny it.
Autism is Asperger's syndrome. But that's now
there's lots of things, dude. There's brain damage, there's Down syndrome, there's a lot of different things. The point is, Andy, and again, I don't like to do this to people, but you are severely disabled. And I apologize for saying that. I'm not saying that as an insult. I am saying that because that is the only way it is even possible to remotely excuse your awful comment.
Exactly, because here's the thing, Andy. And look, I'm not gonna act like I'm gonna be in your defense. I'm new to all this, but I'm just saying you should not play this card, but just be honest about it. Because here's the thing: if you don't, then people take it.
Well, no. What I'm saying is there is no problem with autism either. Both these guys have autism that I'm talking to right now.
Yeah.
There's no reason to hide it.
It's nothing like embarrassing or anything like that.
No, it isn't, because it's okay to be autistic.
So, but anyway, we'll get to that. Like I said, Andy, you might not like this. I'm gonna have to be pretty honest about my thoughts on your disability, because that's the only way I can address this properly and honestly.
I believe like a month ago, it started with the whole live stream. I think it was like a chill out one. I think it was like it was like the winter month one with like Funky Frost, Dude and Bob and that stuff. And this happened over. At first I was questioning if like Andy was misgendering me. Then a bunch of
I was questioning if he was misgendering. Yeah, that's how this started.
So let me just give you the short version, Horizons. Basically, Andy commented on one of his live streams, and he said he casually in a text, and Valakai mistook it as he was severely misgendering him or something like that.
Well, even if he was, who gives a shit?
Sounds like a liberal getting all mad because they got their pronouns got.
Yes, that's what started this. Anyway.
And he tried compromising, but it just turned into a whole mess. That's the best way to put it.
I usually avoid the YouTube channels that make the entire video about autism and ADHD. Yeah, well, Valakai's going to use that too later. Because, spoiler alert, he's autistic too, but we'll get to that.
Oh, God.
Actually, he's part of this huge community about it. He's in talks with people.
Oh, yeah. I call bluff.
Yeah.
Happened, which I don't even know if that stuff is even relevant anymore.
Yeah, he doesn't want to mention me by name because he's like afraid that I'll do a video on him again because he doesn't.
He's afraid of you
he doesn't like me doing a video because
intelligently called him out.
Yeah, I've intelligently look. I'm the only person he's had beef with who's not autistic, and I'm the only me and Corbin. Me and Corbin are the only two people he has had beef with that are not more disabled than he is.
Right.
Because that's the thing, is he likes to talk down to people who don't have the mental capacity to come up with a good argument and defend themselves. That's why he's not used to me and Corbin, because Corbin and I are smarter than him.
You don't feed the trolls.
Yeah, well, anyway.
Then there was something that happened in...
That's something that... Oh, no, is this the something that happened when he's referring... Because he skips over the whole thing with me.
Like a few days later, which will... show later as to show why...
Yeah, no, he's talking about the comment, okay.
So this thing I found is still, why it eats at me, so... Recently, I got sent a screenshot from the Holy Toast show.
See, this is what got him mad and made him decide to do this, is that Andy was asking the real MRB if he had a clip of him shouting Andy out. Because he shouted me and Andy out both multiple times before the beef.
Right. And if you don't know Horizons, Holy Toast is like one of his bottom bitches.
Yeah.
That like listens to everything he says.
Holy Toast is one of his orbiters. Oh, and that's another thing. Like, maybe we'll touch on the real MRB a little bit too. Like, here's the thing. I'm not a
I hope we touch on Bob the Caesar fan, because I also have a pretty good impression of him as well.
Okay.
Because they're very...
Okay.
Hello,
one
everyone.
of the-
Bob here.
Hello, everyone. Bob here. Oh
Anyway.
my god.
Let's continue.
Continue.
One of the G's.
Yes.
And...
Oh, he's one of the G's. He loves this guy because he, like, fucking defends him at every corner. Like, he has to have people constantly prop him up.
For this fucker.
He constantly has to have his quote-unquote friends prop him up. And he threatens his friends all the time into making videos, or else he'll, like, disown them. And
I think the real MRB did a...
Yeah, the real MRB did do a comment on that.
Threatened Bob the Caesar fan to not...
Now, I will say this. The real MRB exaggerates a lot of things, if not almost everything he does. The real MRB...
Doesn't he do that for, like, parody and stuff?
Well, yes, he does it because Valakai takes people out of context and overblows it, so he does the same back to him. The thing about the real MRB, though, that I will admit there is one thing I really don't like and I think was very wrong, even though he does make a good point. He doxed Valakai's hometown, which I think is terrible to do. Yeah.
Wait, that's illegal.
No, it isn't. Doxing isn't illegal. It's bad. I think it should be.
It's wrong for sure.
Yeah, it's wrong.
That means anyone can find him.
But the thing is the real MRB's justification, I actually think does make some sense, even though I still think he shouldn't have done it.
How the hell did he find out?
Let me continue, and I'll get to it. Okay, bitch? No, I'm just kidding.
I'm very anxious about it.
Anyway, so what happened was Valachi, he used his real name on YouTube, which never do that, guys. Never use your real name unless you're... Like, if you don't expect... If you have... Like, let's say you use your real name on YouTube, and then you have a Facebook account with your real name. This is what happened, by the way. Is he found his Facebook... Found his dad's Facebook, and on his dad's Facebook, it said what town he lived in. So it was technically public information in that regard, which I
don't even use my real name in YouTube.
Now, I will say...
I don't want people to dox me.
Right. I will say, though I understand that justification, and I do agree it is a bad idea to use your real name, I still think it's fucked up that the real MRB doxed his hometown. He shouldn't have done that.
And it doesn't really serve a purpose anyways.
Right. It's just to fuck with him, which is his entire purpose. I don't like that. But, like I said, I will be transparent here. I have no beef with the real MRB as a person, but I think that was a bad move.
Other than that, he makes a lot of good fucking points that are funny.
Well, yeah, like, his videos are funny. I don't take them too seriously, but,
Well, no, he's a parody channel.
Valakai acts much like his hero, Vosh. Yeah, exactly. And that's the other thing, is Valakai will get on people about, like, lolly stuff, and say that lolly... Yeah, no, but specifically, he will call people out for lolly stuff and say that it should be illegal, but then he'll defend Vosh when Vosh literally said that actual child porn should be legal.
This is the guy that you showed me the video where he said, like, we shouldn't be concerned about it because kids are exploited in areas.
Yes.
Which makes no sense.
Yeah, Vosh literally said because kids are exploited in making shit, we should allow actual child porn. So, for someone to, like, that to also, like, then... Because the reason he goes after Rosina so much is I guess she had some, like, Loud House hentai, which, you know, that's fucking weird, but it's not illegal.
Well, I thought he only went after Rosina because she liked that, you know, Sora's hair and shit like that.
That was part of it. As far as I know, Rosina has never actually, like, posted any of that actual stuff. Like,
I'm sure she's just an autistic girl that's a little bit weird.
I think, well, look, I think it's fucking weird.
It's weird, but I don't think that people like that are kind of... It's weird.
It's not, like, you can make an argument, you could even make an argument if you think it's morally wrong. I'm not going to make that argument, but you could make that argument, okay, coherently, fine. But... to then turn around and act like it's the exact same thing is disingenuous.
Right, because it's not.
But Vosh has literally defended actual child porn. He has said that he thinks, in his words, that there is no moral or legal imperative to outlaw child porn. Vosh has said that.
Oh my god, this is just reminding me of some SVU bullshit, you know?
Okay. Well...
not to say anything, but it should always be illegal because... the woke people are going to try to do something about it, you know?
Okay, well, anyway, that's the thing. The real MRB, I don't have anything against him. But, again, I don't like that doxing thing. I think that was bad. Anyway, let's continue.
Yeah.
knew this bit already. Well, not about this specific comment, but about something he's been doing. Andy Kishore recently commented on a freaking video from the Real MRB, one of my favorites, saying, "Can you do the one where Valerie Flowers gave me a shout out and only to attack me a year later? That original shout out to viewers and friends and video is now privated on their original channel, by the way." So
Valakai acts like Keffels? Yeah, I can see it.
Not shutting the fuck up about this.
Okay, so I'll give Valakai this. Andy's a little obsessed. Andy is a little obsessed.
I mean, to Andy, I get that you want to defend yourself and kind of like, you know, show that, and I get that you're pissed. You got to let it go a little bit too, as well.
Yeah, like he.
Look, I know Valakai kind of went on you like a lot, but he did step down for a little bit. And the problem is that he will bring up what you said, and that's an issue.
Yeah, and that's gonna happen in this video.
So that's just like a little bit of like a word to the wise kind of thing.
Right. So yeah, what I'm saying now is that, like I said, Andy is a little obsessed. He constantly asks me to make highlights of Valakai stuff. He constantly says stuff like that. He's a little obsessed.
They used to be like really, really good YouTube buddies though? Not like buddies, but like...
Well, they got along, and they talk, like they commented on each other and stuff. But the thing is so another thing I will say, this is another thing that kind of proves to me that Andy is autistic or something similar, because of how obsessed he is. Because autistic people get hyperfixations, and they get stuck with these things.
I do a lot.
Right.
I have a big ton of general special interests, and that is in technology and animation stuff.
Right. Anyway, let's continue.
On other people's channels, but he's still playing the victim.
Set the pot to the kettle.
In this entire situation. What exactly did Andy do wrong? Well, I've let a lot of people know about this a lot of times, just this shit was...
I think everybody knows.
Fucking... I don't know how to describe it. This is the comment that Andy Kishore left.
Yeah, this comment is awful. This was a terrible idea, and Andy has already agreed that it was a terrible idea and he shouldn't have done it.
Oh yeah, that's just straight up not safe for work.
He does not mean what you think he means at all. He does not.
Yeah, and I'll explain what Andy actually meant.
Well,
yeah, you do it because you're going to be better at explaining it than me.
Yes, I absolutely am. Anyway,
dick.
Hey, I told you.
Seriously, go ahead.
Yeah, well, I'm just being realistic. Anyway, let's continue.
Again, sorry, I'm trying to fucking say.
Okay. Yeah.
This is the best I can. There was this comment you left on someone's video.
Again,
saying,
awful comment.
The way that Valerie Flowers improved their transgender is by filming a video of themselves in nothing but their underwear or...
I didn't even mention this comment on our previous video responding. It's a bad comment, right? It's a very bad comment.
It's something you don't even want to repeat as an example.
Yeah, that's why I didn't even say it when I was doing it. But since he's reading it, I have to show it in this video for context, because that's what we're going on here.
Their whole body on camera. Because at least the underwear or swimsuit would give me a hint to their private...
Again, ooh, should not have said that, Andy.
Type.
In the criminal justice system, sorry.
A person really does need a certain type of underwear or swimsuit if they want to cover boobs.
Also, he's not the kind of trans person you think he is. Not in, like, that biological sense. It's not like that.
Well,
he's just, like,
well, that's not what... trans has nothing to do with biology. Trans is being insane. And
no, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying that...
So, that's the thing. So, the reason Andy made this comment is he fundamentally misunderstood what trans meant in this case. Because he was saying, you can, well, you know, prove it. Whip it out, effectively. Which he shouldn't have said. He absolutely should not have fucking said.
Because that's not what it means, and it's gross, and it's hinting at showing things that you didn't let show.
I want to mention something. Valakai's gonna... We'll go on. Let's let Valakai continue a little.
Yeah.
Now, I feel like I shouldn't have to explain what's so wrong with this, but given the lack of people that have actually said anything about it...
What do you mean? Plenty of people have said shit about it.
A lot of people commented on it.
Yeah.
So I feel like he's just blowing it up even more.
Yes, he is.
It's a very self-explanatory reason. It's the fact that Andy Kishore is currently 22 years old, and he was...
Yeah, still pretty young, isn't he?
22.
And
at
then
this point.
Horizons. Here's one thing I know we're pausing it, but here's one thing. I'm not defending it, but one thing to note as of context.
We're gonna get to that if you're gonna mention how long
he
he.
was.
Yeah, we're gonna mention
Yeah,
that.
no,
we're gonna get into
you
that.
do it.
Yeah, we're gonna get into that.
What's going? I don't get it.
Just wait.
It'll be explained later. Don't worry.
Yeah, so he's making a big deal about the fact that Andy's 22.
Oh my god!
Hold on.
He was still 17.
Yeah, he was still 17. Valakai was still 17 when Andy said this about him.
Done.
But here's the thing. He was 2 fucking weeks away from being 18. 2 weeks!
2
Yeah.
weeks! Oh my god!
He's 18 now.
Yeah.
He had like a whole birthday.
He's about to be around the block.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, he is. We had
So-
a huge birthday block for him.
So he acts like, oh, I'm a minor. You were a minor for 2 more weeks.
He was playing the card. He doesn't
Yeah,
really.
he was playing it up to try and make.
the minor card.
Yeah, because he wanted to make Andy sound like a pedophile. He wanted to make him sound
And
horrible.
to a degree, I think that Valakai kind of understood that that's not what Andy made. I'm sure he did misunderstood.
Because Andy was.
He kind of knows Andy a little bit.
Andy even confirmed this with me. That this was
Yeah,
a sort
he
of weird gotcha he was doing to be like, it was supposed to be an insult.
He's trying to pull one up on it,
Yeah,
essentially.
yeah, it was supposed to be some sort of weird insult, like a gotcha, be like, aha, you're really trans, well, prove it, you can't! Which, again, you don't want to do that. And Andy has already owned up to the fact that this was a shit comment to make. He's owned up to it like 4 times on my stream.
But to be fair, outside of that comment, before and owning up to it after, he's made really good points against him, outside of this comment.
Yeah. Anyway, let's continue.
I was still a 17-year-old.
For 2 weeks!
I was
For
still
2 fucking
a
weeks.
minor at this point. And Andy, despite knowing that, went on to say this anyway, say that he wanted me to film a video.
He didn't want you to do it, okay? And first off, he didn't even say this on one of Valakai's videos. He said it on one of Corbin's videos. He had no way of knowing if Valakai was even going to see this comment. This was just supposed to be a dig at him. It wasn't even made to him.
Right. He wasn't saying it like he wanted it. He was trying
Yeah,
to like...
trust me, Valakai. With the way you look, nobody fucking wants this. Nobody!
No, God, especially with your hair and everything.
You look like a fucking Gamorrean guard. Nobody wants to see it.
Damn!
What the hell? I'm not looking. I'm only hearing your voice.
Anyway, let's continue.
Oh, hey, Vintage, what's up?
Yo, what's up?
So, just fair warning, this is spicy.
No problem.
This is spicy YouTube drama.
Yeah, this is more about Andy's bad comment, and Valakai's still going on about it, so.
No problem.
Yeah. I just like to give everyone fair warning when they jump into this, just so they know what they're getting into.
Right.
Of myself in underwear or a swimsuit, so he could see my private part.
Again, nobody actually wants that. You're disgusting, dude. Nobody wants it.
Basically, saying that I should film child pornography for him.
Oh my god. See, he wants to use that term.
2 weeks! 2 weeks!
Yeah, again, Andy didn't actually want this. He was
And
trying
look,
to
adult
insult
or
him with it.
child- Adult or child, the man looks like a fucking garbage dude. Like, he looks homeless. I would not want this.
Yeah. If I'm being honest, if they got a comment from Corbin's video, I'm going to assume Valakai and his followers are stalking all of your videos. Oh yeah, probably. I have no doubt he's going to watch
they're
this.
they're probably watching this right now.
Yeah, he's
not like interacting with the
yeah,
chat.
it's fine. But anyway, let's continue because there's some points I want to make in regards.
Him to watch. Seriously, this shit. Again, the only question I have is, why did no one fucking notice this?
Everyone fucking noticed it.
He put it, literally, he put the screenshot on his community tab. He can't act like no one saw
and
it.
everybody fucking commented on it. Including me!
And we're not defending it, we're just pointing
And by the way, do you know what my comment was?
What?
Yeah, and...
No, wait, didn't you comment that Andy went too far somewhere?
Yes, I sure did. And he's gonna bring that up and then pretend that I don't actually believe it.
You've done 2 videos. You did a short 30-minute live stream talking about this.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't say that you're defending it.
Yeah.
When it happened, this is so obviously fucking deranged. It's sexual harassment. Like, it really is not that hard to fucking understand.
Another thing he also always said is, it's really not that hard.
It was
It's
fucking
really
very,
not that hard.
very clear-cut sexual harassment targeted at a minor.
Again, always has to bring that in like a buzzword. Be like, see, Andy's a pedophile. Like, no, he's fucking not, dude. Again, Andy does not understand.
Got very bad to catch a predator episode, you know?
Right.
It was.
But the thing is with Andy, again, he was trying to insult him. He was saying, aha, prove it. Which, again, Andy is severely disabled. He doesn't understand that has implications. Yeah, he doesn't understand that has implications. I am not a monster, by the way. I know you're not, Andy.
It's not just because of Valachi. It's that if anyone saw that, they would get the wrong impression. And we all know you didn't mean it like that, dude.
Yeah, and Valakai's doing this to try and ruin Andy's life, to say that he's something he's not.
Him, which is kind of fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, he was doing it, like, he even said, I was pointing out because, he also had a bunch of because, by the way, Valakai said a bunch of sexual shit when he was underage, too, which we'll get to, because he's going to bring it up, but...
And before anyone fucking says anything, anyone who still defends him, why you would, I don't even know what...
Because you're being dishonest. That's why I'm still doing it. Because you're fucking lying and exaggerating it. And you're refusing to see the point.
I thinks that drama's fun, but he's taking it too far.
Well, the thing is, as I said, this is a shit comment Andy shouldn't have made. It's dangerous, it's bad, and it could absolutely be taken... Like, again, the way it's worded, if I didn't understand Andy's disability, I too would think something about
Andy
it.
Or have any context about him as a person, you could look at it as really weird.
Yeah.
And again, this isn't a shitting on Andy thing. This is just reality.
Yeah.
Is that if you were to view this objectively, it's fucked.
Yeah. But again, he, like, when you talk to Andy doesn't understand how a conversation works. A lot of the time he will talk at you rather than to you. Which we'll get to.
Look, Andy, if it makes you feel better, I don't have, like, the best, like, social, conversations and shit like that. I'm not always, like, the best at that. I stutter a lot, but you kind of gotta, like, know to avoid these things. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's important.
Right. And you never want to mention anything sexual in regards to another person like that. You just don't want to do that.
Insinuate or you never want to, like, convince people.
Because I would still say this was a bad comment, even if it was after the 2 weeks and he was 18. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because it's still telling people to expose.
But again, he wasn't saying it to him. He was saying it on Corbin's video. He wasn't even saying it to Valakai.
Right, exactly. So it can't be looked at as that, he's directly telling him to do it.
But anyway, let's keep going. Because again, Valakai does make some false claims about me in this too, without naming me, but he's very clearly talking about me.
Of course he doesn't name you.
Yeah.
Person would, but people were saying, he doesn't have the mental capacity to
see, that's me. I said that.
Know what he did
wrong.
He
doesn't want to give you credit.
Yeah.
He doesn't understand what you said to him, And I'm very awkward, but when I had my girlfriend for 2 years before she left school, we had the best time of our lives, I was always careful what I said,
Know what he did
You guys
wrong.
can still hear me, correct?
Yes, I can still hear you.
Well, funny story. After this freaking comment was left on... I was notified of
talking about me here.
Too. He did on someone else's post.
Unfortunately, I could not find the screenshot of the post by the Cucumber Clan.
Aw, the Cucumber Clan got finally acknowledged.
Yeah, I know. The Cucumber Clan is his biggest simp. You finally noticed him. He's probably fucking...
the closest he's gonna get to acknowledge.
Yeah, he is losing his shit. It was on a post. So no, actually, the reason... You know why he can't find the comment he's referring to? Because he fucking banned me from his comments. It was a comment on his channel, and he banned me. It was on Valakai's channel himself. He banned me shortly after I said, yeah, Andy went too far, what the hell. I said that on Valakai's channel, and he fucking banned me.
That's a very inconvenient time to ban someone.
Yeah.
It looks like
so that's why you can't find the screenshot, motherfucker. You banned me. You blocked me from your comments.
Say, yeah, that comment was going way too far. I will agree with that.
It is going way too far. And I didn't say I will agree with that. I said, yeah, Andy went too far. What the hell?
So, one, that fucking disproves that whole, oh, he doesn't have the mental capacity.
No, it doesn't. Saying that he went too far, and saying that he has a disability that makes him not understand the implications, those things do not contradict each other. Having a disability does not mean that you can't go too far. It just means you might not understand the ramifications of it. He went too far, yes, but he didn't know he went too far. Otherwise, he wouldn't have posted that retarded comment.
Because to him, it was like any other comment.
Right.
He thought it was like a comeback.
Well, and again, he says some pretty weird shit on my stream about me that I let fly. Most people aren't going to do that.
Right.
One of Valakai's friends, Keegan Salisbury, has a whole Encyclopedia Dramatical article on him. Yeah? Okay. Anyway.
Okay, to be fair, these people are also way too obsessive as well. Like a fucking encyclopedia is kind of insane.
Anyway, well, Encyclopedia Dramatica is like a website where people like make fun of people. Anyway, let's keep going.
To know what he did
That's
wrong.
where Christian is.
Yeah, he's on there. Yeah, it's basically a wiki about drama and locales.
Well, still, you're still putting the time and effort.
Well, that doesn't mean he put it in. It means it was done about him.
Okay, fair.
Yeah.
All right.
Secondly, if, like, he's not even, like, if he knew what he did, like, and this is directly to that, if the comment was going too far, then why are you still going on afterwards? Like, if you knew what you did was wrong, you wouldn't still be playing the fucking victim after.
You know what, though? Andy did walk it back and say it was a bad comment, but do you know why you don't fucking know that, Valachi? Because you fucking banned him! He can't even tell you. He can't say, yeah, I went too far, I'm sorry. He couldn't do that even if he wanted to, because you blocked him in your comments. You did it. You blocked him, he can't.
If Valachi did want to, like, hold him to his words, he would even hold him to the words that he was trying to admit that he made a mistake, because, you know, you kind of gotta let shit go, dude.
Yeah, well, and Andy tried to compromise with him on several occasions, too.
Even, yeah, before that especially.
Yeah, like way before this comment.
You sexually harassed a fucking minor, and that's the thing, look.
See, again, he has to keep running that home, so you're like, see, this guy is a monster, you must know!
Keep repeating it.
I don't
we
fucking
get it already.
What your mental capacity is, how smart you are, or what conditions you have. That does not excuse fucking sexual harassment.
Look, I said it was a bad comment. I'm not using it to completely excuse it. Andy still made a terrible mistake making this comment. I acknowledge that. I'm not using his disability to completely excuse it. I'm using it to explain it and show you he doesn't mean it to mean what you think it to mean. What do you think he does?
Alone towards a minor, because the thing is, even if I wasn't a minor, even if I
yeah, and you barely were.
Turned 18 by the time this comment.
Yeah, if you'd have waited 2 weeks, then you saw the comment.
Was left. That wouldn't.
Happy late birthday.
That wouldn't change anything. This would still be sexual harassment targeted at a transgender person.
Why does that matter? Why does it matter if you're a tranny? Why does that matter?
Does it matter?
Sexual harassment is sexual harassment. I don't give a shit what you think you are.
It's not exclusivity.
Yeah. Why did you have to hammer that in?
And like the fact that it was done to a minor makes it even worse. And
keeps bringing it up.
Said it like six fucking times in 1 minute. Really sad.
I know a lot of people saw the comment, but like not that many people actually fucking said anything about it.
There are so many comments on your community tab. Don't even fucking at me. Here, hold the fuck on. Let's see. Did quote unquote nobody even say anything? Let's see. Let's fucking take a real close look.
Let's see on America's Most Wanted. I'm sorry for being that sarcastic joke.
Yeah, you're pretty unfunny. All right, keep going. There's a bunch of shit on here I'm just gonna zoom past because it's totally not cool. But
to be fair, there is a lot of other cringe here. So
yeah,
it's gonna take a while.
Yeah.
Man, we're gonna have to date back so hard.
Yeah, but you know what? I gotta mention it. I gotta show it.
Right.
Because he says that nobody said anything about it, and that's just objectively not true.
It's really nice that you're vouching for Andy like this, dude. That's really good. I know that you don't need to hear that, but it's really good that you do that.
Well, I'm gonna be honest. I'm not even doing this necessarily just for Andy. I'm doing it because I get a kick out of it.
It is funny because he is kind of like playing up this victim card that he can no longer do.
Playing the race? No, not race card.
Not the race. He's playing up the the underage.
See, look,
part.
here's my
Okay.
comment. See, you couldn't find my comment to screenshot it? Yeah, you were just afraid to put me, because you still have the comment on here, even though the me saying, yeah, Andy went too far, what the hell? Because you guys can see that, right?
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah. Like, yeah, see?
Wow,
yeah.
you were like one of the first ones to comment.
I sure was, and yet he acts like I'm defending it. Like, I'm defending Andy because Andy doesn't get it. But let's see. Did he delete the post? Did he delete? No, he didn't. Okay, so didn't nobody say anything?
There's like
13 comments. Nobody said anything. And look, you can.
You were the first one.
Uh-huh.
Oh
Well, one of the first.
Well, no, but you were okay. But still, you were in the time.
Nobody said anything. Nobody said anything. Nobody said anything, guys. Nobody fucking said anything. Nobody. These people don't exist. Nobody said anything.
By that logic, he's basically telling off all his orbiters that their comments don't matter.
Oh, well, that's the thing, is he doesn't give a shit what they say. They all just kind of wait for their turn to talk. That's the way they work.
My God, that's such a sad community to be part of.
Yes.
Oh, that's too funny.
Yeah.
It's like he's the leader.
Like, aside from the troubled people, I know who did condemn him for this.
13 comments.
And are like,
And you were
what
one
the
of
fuck?
them.
And what does he expect? Does he expect, like, millions of people to say shit? Nobody even knows who the fuck you are.
To be fair, he's under 1,000. No one really cares about him. I hate to tell you this, Valakai, but your shit is not that interesting.
Nobody knows who you are. How many people did you expect to say something about it?
And that's the good news, is that because of how small and unimportant he is, the good news is, Andy, chances are no one's gonna know about it in the grand scheme of things.
Let me bring up something, though. One thing I want to bring up. Because this could potentially be something he tries to argue against later.
Okay.
The reason I could still see my comment is because when you block someone on your channel, they are the only ones who can still see their comments. So if I were to ban you from my channel, you would still see the comment, you wouldn't even know you were banned. That's the way it works.
So I wouldn't be knowing if I banned, because back in the day, if you got blocked, you weren't able to subscribe.
Yeah, it doesn't work like... It just prevents you from commenting. Well, it prevents you from publicly commenting. You can comment and you'll still see your own comments, but no one else will be able to.
Oh, so...
Like, even Valakai can't see my comment there. Literally only I can.
Okay.
Because he blocked me. Because he did, hide user from channel.
He's a jackass.
Right, and then he pretends that he doesn't know it was me, even though he screenshot. He's like, I can't find the screenshot, guys, of the comment.
What is wrong with you? Which is the appropriate reaction, because why the fuck...
And that was my reaction. It was like, what the hell?
You would think this would be at all okay to say.
I never said it was okay to say.
Again, not only is this just, again, sexual harassment, it's straight up fucking pedophilia.
See, you can hear him getting angry.
Oh, yeah, and now he's saying the P word.
Yeah,
I think he's pulling up the anger because I don't think he's actually angry. I think he's pulling that up just to get more people to notice.
Yeah, maybe.
But maybe he is actually angry. He does.
I disagree though. I think he's genuinely angry. Just wait till we get to the end of the video.
What a little bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. This is what happened when beta males have access to the internet.
This is why teenagers should not be allowed on the internet. This is why children should not be allowed on the internet, because I'm willing to bet you that the only reason he thinks he's a woman is because he got convinced by some chat room. That's typically what happens nowadays. You know that, right?
And the woke people
either
trying
that
to
or
convince
he thought he
you're
could, buy
just
into it.
stupid.
Yeah,
you
or
know?
people at school. Because the thing is it's trendy, and everyone who's mentally ill, which...
Well, I'm also thinking that he did it so he could feel like he's part of something.
Yes, that's the reason everybody does it.
Not that he was also influenced, but like maybe he wanted to be part of it.
Well, the problem is part of the problem is people are told that like being a straight white male is like bad and like it's boring. It's
not.
Yeah,
it's not.
But people will tell them that. People will tell kids,
it's the woke people.
But if you were trans, you'd be different and you'd be better and special.
And
bullshit.
Because
it's the woke people that are trying to groom children to become trans.
Yeah,
it's a whole conspiracy.
That's actually exactly true.
Yeah, it is true. Anyway, let's continue.
But, let's go.
Like Andy Kishore literally just said that he wanted to fucking see a minor's private part sizes.
Yeah, you're repeating yourself.
He didn't say he wanted to.
Yeah, he did.
Look, it's a weird comment.
Yeah, he never said he wanted to. He said it was a way he could prove it. He never said he wanted to see that. Which, again, trust me, Trust me, Mr. Gamorrean Guard, sir. Nobody wants to see that.
Yeah, I bet
Trust
that
me,
guy doesn't
trust
even
me,
shower.
Peter
I
Griffin,
can
trust
smell
me.
the
Nobody
filth
wants
on
to
it.
fucking see it.
No, dude, he looks like he doesn't shower.
Yeah, probably. His hair's pretty greasy
I
looking.
smell the filth on that guy. He's gross. Ugh. But anyways, let's go on.
And
Yeah.
again, why not that many people fucking took this seriously?
Like, when you hear the deep breaths and stuff, you can tell he's actually getting angry.
Begin with, it's just, I don't fucking know what happened. And again, this shit has been eating at me ever since I saw this freaking comment.
Okay,
that was
maybe he
left.
actually is angry.
Like, fuck,
Yeah.
I recently just, like, a memory just fucking unearthed, and it reminds
Yeah, so this is where he's gonna bring up something terrible that happened to him as a kid, as if it's somehow relevant, to try and guilt trip
But
us.
that's also kind of a dangerous thing to do, because you shouldn't. I don't like it when people publicly share
No,
their
wait,
backstory
Andy-
like that.
So this dude is writing about Andy having autism.
No.
no, he's proving the
Andy
opposite. He's trying to say
Andy
it
is
doesn't matter.
Andy is lying about having autism. Andy is trying to tell me he doesn't. I don't believe that. I'm sorry, Andy.
Look, Andy, it's okay.
But anyway, we'll continue. We'll continue.
Yes, let's go on.
reminded me of this
Show must
yesterday
go.
when I was at the freaking park when I was 8 years old or so, and there was this guy who was getting way
See, again, how is this relevant?
He did a community post about this. I think I know what he's talking about.
Yep.
too friendly with me. I could have been knowing, like, I was a fucking kid, so I wouldn't have known what was going to happen. But that person very well could have fucking raped and murdered me.
Jesus Christ!
How is that fucking
Not
relevant?
necessary
It's not.
to know, dude. Come on.
He's trying to put that in our head while talking about Andy to make us think that Andy wants to rape and murder him. That's what he's doing.
Come on, dude.
That's ridiculous. Don't break. That has
He's
nothing to
never
do with
even
shit.
met Andy, but he's never even met Andy face to face. You can't even fucking make that argument. Give me a goddamn break.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Dude, come on. Really? Don't go that route trying to sound dramatic.
Yeah.
That's petty. I mean,
That's like when Casey Anthony was on trial, and like instead of like saying that she didn't murder her daughter, she's like, "Oh, my dad molested me," and then the jury found her not guilty.
That's
Okay.
really fucking stupid.
Yeah.
People
That's
can buy
stupid.
into those.
Because all that Casey Anthony shit, everyone thought she was guilty by the court of public opinion.
Yeah, Casey Anthony absolutely was guilty. Anyway, let's continue.
if it wasn't for the fact that my brother came to save me. Now, this is not the exact same thing, although, again...
It's not even close.
They're not even remotely similar. You're talking about something that happened to you physically face to face that was horrible and disgusting, that didn't happen, and you're comparing it to Andy, who you've never met.
And look, I don't want to be that guy, but I don't know if I believe this story.
He could, he could be just playing up like a random story.
Like, and you know what?
Now,
Like,
listen,
I'm not gonna say.
that. Listen, I don't want to say that he's lying. Because
Yeah, and then let me make it clear. I'm not saying he's lying either here. I'm just saying it's a bit convenient you unearth this memory right when you're going on about this.
I think maybe something like that did happen.
Yeah, maybe.
But now he's exaggerating it in order to highlight his point about Andy.
But regardless, whether or not this happened, and if that happened to you, I'm deeply sorry that happened to you as a kid. But it sounds like nothing did. It sounds like you. It sounds like you got someone intervened and you were fine. So at least there's that.
I mean, look, dude, not gonna knock you. I mean, that no one deserves that. That's disgusting.
Mm-hmm.
But you shouldn't be using that to
try and
against Andy.
Yeah, because Andy's not that guy. This is when you were 8 years old. What are you on about?
Also, you know, you and Andy aren't that far off in age.
Yeah.
So I know what everyone's gonna think, but just hear me out. You know,
Andy is
you guys probably have like the same naive sort of attitude. So
Andy is less than 5 years older than him. Andy is less than 5 years older than him.
My point exactly. You know, you can't make it out that Andy is this groomer of any kind, because that's just not true.
Andy doesn't even know what state Valerie lives in, so it's not like Valerie's in any danger. I don't know about that, because again, the real MRB did dox his hometown, which again I disagree with, and I think that's bad. But again, that's why you never use your real name online, as I've said before.
I used to do that, but nowadays I'm trying to like cut that shit out.
Yeah.
Because it's really easy to get doxxed for worse and better.
Dude, so I consider Corbin to be one of my best friends, right? Corbin doesn't even know my last name.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. That's how paranoid I am. I trust Corbin. I've told him so many things I wouldn't tell to any of you guys.
I will never tell anyone my real life.
But he doesn't know my last name. Although, granted, if Corbin asked me my last name, I'd probably tell him, to be fair. I like I said, I trust Corbin.
Right.
Anyway, let's continue. But that's what I'm saying, is don't use your real name online. Anyway.
Also, to be honest, I don't need to know that much in-depth history about people on YouTube. It really doesn't matter to me, no offense. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, I just rather know people as, like, casual acquaintances or maybe friends, but not, like, I don't need to know where people live. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's that to me is, like, I'm more, like, on the casual kind of thing.
Right. Anyway, let's continue.
Involves fucking Andy Kishore again. He's a fucking grown-ass fight, and look, about the whole mental capacity thing, I think they're trying to use the fact that he's autistic to excuse this. Like, why does no one...
He's bringing up the exact same points over and over
Yes,
and
he
over.
is, but he's going to say something here, which I'm going to respond to, so hold on.
Take into account that I have, like...
Let me go back a little.
Mental capacity thing, I think they're trying to use the fact that he's autistic to excuse this. Like, why does no one, like, even take into account that I have, like, look... I have autism too. I was born with...
Do you know why? Do you know why I don't take that into account? Because you are, Valakai, you are considerably higher functioning than Andy. You understand how conversations work, and you and I could have a back and forth. I could talk to you and it would be a normal conversation. Andy will say some shit, I'll respond to it, and then he'll just say some more shit. Andy talks at you, not to you. Every once in a while he will do a proper response, but he does not understand fundamentally how conversations work. That has become very clear to me when I'm talking to him in the chat. So
right.
Being like, oh, I have autism too, it's like, yes, but nowhere near the same degree of autism.
For me, I'm more on the high end, like David Byrne high end. I'm like very smart and stuff, but socially awkward.
Right.
I have Steventism. I'm above everything.
Yeah, exactly, Andy. I know, you do know his state because of the doxing, but you don't plan to hunt him down either, and you don't know his home address. That's true, you don't even know his address. It's literally just the city, which, again, I still think is wrong. I still think the real MRB shouldn't have done that. I've said that before. I'll say it again. I have no beef with the real MRB, but you shouldn't have done that, man.
A fucking half an extra chromosome. Like, why is this only being used to excuse fucking Andy's sexual harassment, but not even taking into account the person that he fucking did it to? And
because you're way more cognizant. You understand what you're saying.
Like, about this whole victim thing, like, Andy fucking, like, this is very obviously freaking him playing the victim after doing this shit. Like, oh, I was attacked. Like, the shit you did is way worse than any fucking shit, like...
Like, he was literally just requesting the real MRB to upload his shoutout, because the shoutout is... The shoutout is funny in the context of now that you're against him. That's why I think it's great that he uploaded your shoutout to me from forever ago, where you're like, once again, I want to shout out Fugitive Red Eye. I think that's funny as fuck, given the current circumstances. I think that's why Andy wanted it uploaded. Like, he's using the fact that Andy wanted to see if real MRB had the old shoutout he did to Andy to upload as, like, a bad thing. But, like, the thing is, the reason he wants to see that is because that's a video you took down, and if he can upload it and take it out of context, it's funny because it looks like you're supporting Andy.
Online attack that has happened. Well, okay, maybe, like, very rare instances where...
Doxing is a very scumbag thing to do if you are doxing when you're a scumbag. I agree. Like I said, though, I understand where he's coming from when he says it was publicly on a Facebook that had the same name as his YouTube account, but I agree, it's still scummy.
Like, someone was driven to suicide, but...
Yeah, okay, he thinks that if someone was driven to suicide, that's like...
Wait, hold on. I don't mean to sidetrack this or backstep, but I just moved to a different room recently. What were you saying about the real MRB? Because I had to, like, mute it a little bit.
Don't worry about it. I was just saying Andy just wanted him to upload a shout-out that Valakai did to Andy, if the real MRB has the file. Anyway, but he's using the thing...
What are you going on about suicide
right now? Shut up and let me continue. How about that,
okay,
bitch?
I'm sorry.
No, but what he was saying was that Andy's comment is the worst kind of harassment you can do, besides driving someone to suicide. And I'm gonna say this...
Okay, that is not true, though. There are worse things to say.
Right, but let me say something. There is no such thing as being driven to suicide. At the end of the day, there can be people who have pushed you towards it, and that's fucked up. But at the end of the day, you still made the decision to take your own life, and to try and put
Okay,
that on someone else
now-
is pretty fucked up. Now, let me be clear. Let me be clear. If someone's saying you should just kill yourself already, that's different. That's fucked up. But if people are bullying you and then you kill yourself because nobody likes you, that's not them driving you to suicide. Like if they're saying go ahead and end it already, that's fucked up.
That's you driving yourself.
I still think that ultimately you make the decision in the end, but I could see the argument that being pretty fucked up. Anyway,
I get that it's whole your responsibility thing, but I think that there's a lot of easily gullible people that don't really think that.
Well,
and if someone's being pushed, like being told to, I'm not saying that, you know what I mean, that it's not someone's fault, but okay, you already know what I mean. Like,
no, I think you're saying. I think you're effectively saying the same thing I'm saying. Is if they're telling you to do it, that's bad. But if they're just bullying you and you do it, that's not the same thing.
Right.
Anyway.
At this stage, again, even if, like, again, it's...
See what I mean? If you took a drink every time you said the word again, you'd fucking die.
It's fucking
again or
sexual
minor,
harassment. Like,
you would have, like, alcohol.
Like,
yeah.
Again, the people who, like, not only... Again, I don't know.
Okay, I'm back. What did I miss?
The real MRB too. Like, they keep fucking calling me a pedophile over this freaking...
Yeah, the real MRB does call him that as well, because he calls everybody he goes out against that. That's... The real MRB has told me that. That's the reason he says that about him. Let me be clear. I don't think you're a pedophile, Valakai. I don't think you are. But the real MRB is doing that in a sense to give you a taste of your own medicine, which is not something I would do, but it is a little funny.
But it's not right, because...
I agree. I think it's not right, too. Don't get me wrong. Again, part of me has a little bit of schadenfreude with it and finds it just a little funny. But I don't think anyone should call someone a pedophile at all, and unless there's proof.
Because regardless of what he said or not, it's not just stooping down to his level that you could falsely incriminate Valakai.
Right, exactly. And I don't agree with that. Again, that is a problem I have with the real MRB as well. I think...
But I understand him poking at the whole thing about him.
Right. Again,
it's not right.
And let me be clear, I don't think Valakai is a pedophile. And
I don't either.
And I would never accuse you of that. And I do think it is wrong that the real MRB does accuse you of that, even if it is a joke. Like I said, I've gotten a few laughs out of it here and there, but I do think it is ultimately wrong.
Yeah, I agree.
That freaking fetish post I did.
Okay, yeah, so now he's going to bring up the fetish post. I want to get into this.
Which is disgusting, and I'm glad that he deleted it.
Yeah, we'll get into it. Hold on.
Say this. And about the real MRB too, they keep fucking calling me a pedophile over this that freaking fetish post I did, which, yes, I wish I had added a disclaimer there, but again, the fact that real MRB is showing themselves to be perfectly willing to buddy...
Okay, so, he's talking about the fetish post as if it's nothing. Here's the thing. Valakai was 15, 16, maybe even 14. I don't remember exactly when he did the fetish post, but it was a while ago, right? He was underage regardless. And he did a post talking about the things he's into and going into detail about it, saying which role he would play in each part of the fetish. When it's being done. But not only is it gross and disgusting, but that was you as a minor sexualizing yourself as a minor, which is fucked up.
And you could possibly make yourself open to real minors, which is not good.
That's true, yeah. He probably has some minors watching him. I'm not going to use that argument because I don't like that argument personally.
But the real MRB, if he is using that to call him a pedophile, he can't.
Is this actually a photo that he wrote that basically was trying to quote-unquote harass? No.
Anyway, point is, you posting about your fetishes when you were underage was you sexualizing yourself as a minor. That is the part that was bad about it. Not only the fact that it was
anyone else, but it's bad to yourself and potentially others because people don't need to know.
And let me put it this way: let's say some pedophile was watching Valakai's channel and saw this teenage boy posting about the things he's into. You see where I'm going with this?
Find him on any other platform.
You see where I'm going with this? You're opening yourself up to predators.
Making himself open. I agree. Yeah, not good. And he should not do that. And that is a word to the wise.
Yeah.
Up with Andy Kishore or Kishore, however the fuck you say his name.
Again, he's so upset that I called him out on his pronunciation. Yeah, no, but he's so upset that I corrected him on his pronunciation.
Despite damn well knowing what he
He
fucking
got to.
said about a minor. It just shows that, again, it's just... Again, I seriously don't know what else to say. Like, again, the fact that...
Again.
People looked at that fucking
He does not
comment,
actually
like,
know
oh,
what to say. He's being
this is a
literal.
simple
Yeah, he's also very flustered and angry.
mistake. No, it was not a mistake. If it was a mistake, then he would have taken full accountability for
Which he did. Andy has
But
multiple
you're not
times.
letting him.
Yeah, Andy has multiple times on my channel said that it was a bad post. He shouldn't have made it. Explained himself and his reasoning. And the reason he can't do that to you is because you fucking blocked him.
Look, if he really wanted to, like, put this down, which he probably doesn't, but if he really wanted to, like, you know, hear the apology and hear this, he would have unblocked Andy, let him comment in a live stream, let him comment on video, or maybe have, well, maybe not a debate, because again, you know, Andy probably, no offense, wouldn't do as well. Neither would I, to be fair, in most debates. I'm a horrible debater.
Yeah.
But, you know, give him at least
I'm a master
chance.
debater. Anyway, let's continue.
for it. And, like, I'm not even saying that I would have forgave him if he tried to apologize.
Yeah, so what would the point of him apologizing to you even be?
Anyway,
I mean,
I
look,
would not
I think at the end of the day, you should forgive him because it's just one. It's a bad thing. It's a horrible thing. Not condoning it, but it's one thing he said that he's owned up to multiple times, but you just won't see it.
Yeah.
Didn't he
Oh
also
my God.
block alternate universe Andy?
He blocked all of Andy's alts, yeah.
So there you go. You're not even giving it a chance.
He fucking sexually harassed me. He said he wanted to see me in a fucking swimsuit
Now he's just repeating himself. He's like a broken record.
in
Again.
underwear or some shit. When I was a fucking kid. He said this about a fucking...
If you're a master debater, why do you say you don't do debates? Because I'm actually not a good debater. I was making a joke. I'm a shit debater.
I'm probably worse than you, though, to be fair.
You are absolutely worse than me.
kid. I would not have cared if he was
Fuck
like,
you.
oh, I'm so sorry about that.
I'm only good
the
at
fact
that
that he would even fucking... Again, I don't even know what to say. Yeah, he fucking deleted the comment afterwards,
Why, Ree? Are you saying you want to debate me at some point, Ree? Is that what you're getting at?
but that's only so he could try to save his ass so more and more people wouldn't see it. Well, guess what, Andy?
Oh, wait, I just realized. He claimed that Andy deleted it. He knows that's not true. He knows that's a fucking lie.
Corbin deleted it.
Corbin deleted it for Andy's own good, which we brought up on multiple occasions in a stream that we know he watched because he responded to it.
To be fair, if Andy did leave the comment, he probably would only leave it because he wouldn't think there's anything wrong with
Yeah,
it. which is
Andy wasn't
bad.
going to delete it. I told Corbin to delete it. The only reason it's deleted is because I told him to delete it for Andy's own good.
Oh, I thought Corbin saw it first and deleted it on his own.
Corbin saw it first and asked, should I delete this? And I said, yeah, probably.
Yeah, that was the good call.
Yeah.
I will not let anyone fucking forget what you did to me. This should...
It sounds like he fucking, he's acting like he fucking, assaulted him. I will not let anyone
holding
forget
this
what you did to me. It's like, he raped me with a toothbrush, like that kind of shit. If you don't know, that's a fucking Tanamongo thing.
Okay, I didn't get that reference, but I thought you were just exaggerating.
If fucking... Wait.
Or no, it's he fucked me with a toothbrush. That's what it is.
Don't even know what to fucking say about this. It just pisses me... It pisses me off so much, just, There's
I
already
get so much sighing, too. That sighing is so fucking annoying.
It gets annoying.
Fucking
It is.
friends freaking...
Oh, okay, this is an accusation he's going to make towards me.
So, it pisses me off so much, just, it was already bad enough when your fucking, friends freaking sent their fucking fans to attack...
Okay, he is claiming that I sent fans to attack him. First
You
off,
can't control. Listen, no offense. You, nor me, nor anyone else can control what anyone comments
Okay.
or not.
but the
If
only...
I comment on his channel, which I haven't because I really don't care about him, or if Andy or anybody else comments, people do that of their own free will.
Right, but let me...
You're not the leader of anybody.
Yes, that's true.
No,
Now
I'm not either.
Okay, that's true. Now shut up and let me make my point. What I am saying is, first off, he's referring to Chisu going and commenting on him, but let me also back up a little bit. He says that I'm Andy's friend. I'm not Andy's friend. I like Andy. Andy's a viewer, but I'm not friends with him. I don't even know the guy. And number two...
And that's not to say that you don't like him. It's
Sure,
just that you
sure,
don't
I like Andy. I'm
friends with him.
friendly with him, but he's not my friend. But that's splitting hairs, maybe. The point is, he's saying...
It's the same way I'm with everyone on YouTube, to be
fair. But he's saying... But he's saying that I sent people to attack him, which I didn't. The only person I know that went over there is Chisu, who, by the way...
Chisu asked you.
Chisu...
You didn't tell Chisu.
I told Chisu do what he wants. I didn't say go do it. Chisu,
that's what I'm saying.
But Chisu asked me if he should go talk to him, because if you don't know, Chisu suffered from gender issues back in the day and came over it. And
I read the comments. It was a very well-worded comment, I have to say.
And he was going into detail, and it was like the first time I saw Chisu type in normal text, actually spelled correctly and shit too.
But
he actually took the time.
He can't say that was attack, because that was like a concern.
And it was also trying to help Valakai better himself.
Exactly. So he can't play that out as if he was being attacked.
Right, he wasn't attacking him. And number two, I didn't send him. Chisu asked me if he should, and I said, I don't care, do what you want. That's not me saying go do it. You know what I mean?
Exactly, because... No, and not to name any names, for an example, I know a certain YouTuber who a troll got very mad with, and he said, your fanboys went after him, but he said, I can't control what anyone says or do. And I agree. No one can, and no one, even if you wanted to, at the end of the day, people are just still going to comment on their own free will.
Right.
And you don't encourage it. You go at it yourself anyway, so.
Right. And maybe he's also making the argument because, Corbin went on and shit on him. But the thing is, Corbin did that long before I talked to Corbin about it. Corbin and I were both shitting on him from the beginning.
I thought that was like, I to be honest with you, I thought that was like I thought that I was after.
No, Corbin went and made the comments beforehand, like Valerie Flowers is my favorite YouTuber. He's really cool. I really like his videos. What a guy!
He's a great guy, though. Let's be real.
No, he's a shit guy.
I know, I'm being sarcastic.
Yeah. But anyway, to answer your question, Ree, Andy's comment was up for about 15 minutes before Corbin took it down.
It's insane that one of them, I think it was Bob, that screenshotted it and sent it to Valakai.
Yeah.
Was it Valakai that screenshotted it?
I think Valakai screenshotted it because I think that one of his other orbiters sent him the video of Corbin's and he was going to go look at it to see if he wanted to respond. That's what I think happened.
Now, here's the thing. When you say that, he can't make the argument that you send people over.
Right.
He has people literally do shit.
Yeah, no, he has his fucking orbiters tell him, hey, did you know that these guys upload a new video on you? That happens all the time.
That's really sad and pathetic.
Yeah. Anyway.
Me for being transgender, saying that, oh, you're a broken man, nothing sadder.
Which Chisu was trying to help you. In all honesty, Chisu's comment to you was the sweetest thing I've ever heard Chisu say.
Than a broken man saying I chose to be a minority.
That was Corbin saying you chose to be a minority. And I didn't send Corbin to say that. Corbin said that in his own response, which he decided to do of his own free will. And I think he also might have said it on one of my streams, too.
I didn't choose to get fucking sexually harassed. I did not... Me feeling more comfortable as a female...
You're not a female! Even if you argue...
You are a goddamn male, both in voice and figurative.
No, but the thing is, he tries to say, trannies always say, gender and sex are different. But then they use the term... But then... We'll get into that in a minute. But they say gender and sex are different, but then they use the term female, which is the term for the sex. It is not the made-up concept of gender, which would be woman in this case. It would be, female is the sex, female is the biological descriptor, which he is objectively not a female and never will be no matter how much he mutilates himself.
Which I hope he doesn't do, by the way.
I hope he doesn't either! That's the whole reason I'm going so hard on him. I do not want him to mutilate himself and then 10 years later regret it and hate himself. I don't want that to happen.
Because that does happen. There's a lot of people who do regret it.
Yes.
Not mean, hey, I want you to tell me to fucking film a video in my underwear. That's not what that fucking means at all. And if the people saying that this is just a difference of opinion, fucking transphobia is not a fucking difference of opinion.
Nobody is phobic of you. Nobody fears you. I just want what's best for you, which is to not hack yourself up and do irreparable damage to yourself. I genuinely do not want you to do that to yourself, Valakai. I don't want you to hurt yourself. please don't do it. I know that you're probably going to go on hormones soon now that you're 18. I would suggest that you don't.
And
I know
hormone therapy can probably fuck up with the personality as well.
It will fuck up your personality. It will fuck with a lot of your body. The problem is it will also likely make you infertile and cause irreparable damage.
And there's no going back.
There is no going back. Once the damage is done, hence irreparable. That's why I don't want you to hurt yourself, Valakai.
And he's not.
You know, let me... Malachi.
You're another human being.
I will say this, Malachi. I do not want you to hurt yourself. I want you to be happy and healthy. And you're going down a path which will lead you to make decisions that will alter you forever. And if you ever decide that that is not what you are not what you thought you were, which you're not objectively, but if you ever come to that conclusion, you are going to hate yourself. And you are going to hate everyone who propped you up and helped you get there. That is why I'm going so hard on you, because I actually like you, kid. You were actually kind of cool. I got along with you back in the day. I don't hate you. I know that's hard to believe with how much of a dick I'm being, but it's the only way I know to get through to you is to push and push and push. Because I genuinely...
Even if you didn't like him, I would still not want anyone I don't like to go through.
Right.
And here's the thing, you know, I mean, I'm sorry to interrupt your piece, but if I could just say one thing, you know, the problem is that you're living in your own made-up perception of what you think you biologically are, or what you think you can identify. The world does not work like that.
No.
I'm sure there's some part of you that either influence or not does kind of want to be a woman or feminine. The problem is that you live with what you have, and if you make the best do of it, you will be a happy person. It's just reality, you know. We gotta accept the cards we're given, and it's not bad.
Mm-hmm.
Just don't listen to the influences, because eventually you're not gonna be either at the end of the day. You're just gonna become a mutilated version of what you were before when you were a man.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not what anyone should be.
Yeah.
And that's why a lot of people still feel oppressed, because they realize that deep down they're not actually what they are, and that's why they take the comments personally. So I'm not trying to give you life lessons. I'm not an advisor. I'm just telling you what I think. Don't do it.
Yeah, I don't want you to hurt yourself. That's why I'm so hard on you.
Yeah. I've met people like that, and I think they were worse off because of it, but I'm not going to name names.
Okay, fair enough.
It's fucking brain rotting, and it's just... Fuck anyone who fucking supports Andy Kishore after this. Like, seriously, if you're friends with fucking Andy Kishore, you still support him, unfollow me right fucking now.
I'm gonna subscribe just because he said that.
Do it to piss him off. Do it to piss him off, man. Do it to piss him
Andy,
off.
I know you're gonna be watching this. You will not fucking live this down. You will not get away with this fucking this fucking shit you put me through. I promise you. You will fucking pay for what you
will pay! You will pay!
I'll have my revenge!
He's like, I'm coming for you, boy! Let me tell you something, Mean Gene!
I'll be back and stronger than ever before!
You did. Fuck you, Andy
Also, dude, a little bit of advice, you're not fucking... threatening at all. Like,
No.
I hate to tell you this. If you were like trying to be threatening,
you suck.
I'm not even that strong of a guy, but dude, you're not scaring me.
No, he's
emotionally or physically, you're not scaring me.
He's the least intimidating person, and once he starts taking estrogen and becoming weaker, he's going to be even less intimidating.
It's true. It's true. And if you're this thin-skinned and this shaken about these comments, you know, and I get it. Well, it's a disgusting comment, but just about comments in general, because it's not just about Andy. You're shaken about by a lot of things.
Yeah.
If you're shaken by all this, you're not gonna make it, man. You're not gonna be able to deal with the hard stuff like outside of YouTube. And I'm not saying that to be mean. I'm saying that you gotta man up, literally and metaphorically.
I really hope he gets notifications for subscribers so that he sees a thing that says Fugitive Red Eye just subscribed. I really hope he sees that.
That's gonna be awesome, man. That's great. He's gonna like lose his shit.
Human, you are a fucking monster.
Guy.
The shit that you have done, it's inexcusable. Yeah, I'm just gonna stop recording right now. I'm gonna leave this off, gonna end this video off with a quote from Lucy that she said in an episode of Elfin Lied. She said, and I quote, "You know who's not human? You know who's not human? People like you."
Oh boy, you used the Elfin Lied quote. Oh no.
Isn't that the dude from Go Animate or what?
What?
No. What are you talking about?
There used to be someone exactly named like that used to want to Go Animate.
No, I don't know what you're on about. But no, Elfin Lied is a great anime, so...
It is. I just wish it had an ending.
Yeah, well, I mean, it does in the manga.
Oh, this is my boy. Hello, everyone. I am Bob the Caesar fan. Valakai is my favorite person.
Yeah, see, okay, so...
He can't even screenshot correctly, come on!
Yeah, he literally just takes a picture of his TV.
Come on, dude. Jesus Christ, you couldn't pull up the comment on your phone and just screenshot it from there?
I don't think he knows
That's
how.
so hard.
Anyway,
Lord.
yeah, here's Bob. Andy wanted me to look at Bob's comment, so... Okay.
Did we finish the 11-minute video?
Yes, we did. We just finished it, yeah. Okay, so this is something I totally forgot to say regarding Andy Keyshore's situation, which happened a while ago. But since I see Andy won't shut up on other people's videos, which again, yeah, Andy is a little obsessed, as I've said, I guess there's no harm in saying it now. Andy, don't think we'll forget you saying to Valerie how she should show herself in nothing but a bathing suit. You're in your early 20s, yeah. Early 20s, and again, he was 17 for 2 more weeks, so, you know.
I bet you Bob is also probably like around the same age as all of them.
Yeah, probably. Valerie Flowers thinks this is 2008 all of a sudden? I don't know what you mean by that. I guess, are you saying because he referenced Elfin Lied? And at the time, she was still a minor. She may have turned 18 in December, but it does not matter. I mean, it matters a little bit, I think. She felt completely harassed by the statement, and any civilized person would, no matter how old or no matter their sexuality. Which again, yeah, like I said, it's a bad statement. Andy has owned up to it and said that he shouldn't have made the comment on multiple occasions.
Look, everyone makes mistakes. You can't hold them on to this forever.
Yeah.
No, I mean, it's a pretty bad mistake, but it's, I mean, come on, for fuck's sake.
Here's the thing. Another thing that Andy does, right? Andy will call Bob the Caesar fan Bob the Fricker fan and think that it's clever, but I have a much more clever nickname. Bob the Cope and Seether fan. Because he copes and seethes. As he do.
He also really sounds a lot like Valachi.
Yeah, they sound a lot alike.
I don't know if he's trying to do that, if they live near the same area, or what.
I don't know.
But
they're very clearly different people, though.
Maybe a part of Valachi influenced him so much to the point where now it's like in his DNA or some shit.
Yeah, maybe, I don't know. Maybe he's trying to imitate him because Valachi is his god.
This is his right-hand man. This boy Bob.
Alright. Valerie Flowers apparently cannot get past the year 2008 despite being 15 years ago now. Okay.
Oh my god, what the hell? What the... All these videos look cringy.
Oh no, his videos are all cringy.
Oh god.
Okay,
Now,
to be
My
fair,
videos are much better. I tell you right now.
oh, hey,
Well,
Super
I think
Bob. I
anyone's
didn't notice you until just now, Super Bob, because I was going off. But yeah, how you doing? We were responding to more Valakai stuff because he is once again
funny.
going off on Andy, and since he's not talking about Rosina this time, I'm a little bit more interested because the Rosina shit is fucking boring.
I have a feeling he'll go back to Rosina, though.
Oh yeah, and he'll go back to this Zach Mosley guy too, and all these other people that he constantly talks about.
Also,
But
I know that this is like funny drama and shit, but I feel like kind of also with like Rosina and stuff needs to like take a backseat on that just a little bit because he's kind of being a bit too much of a dick and accusing everyone he meets to be a pedophile.
well, yeah, that's the only insult that Valerie knows, or Valakai knows rather, is to call someone a pedophile.
Really...
And like he always has to jump to that for no reason.
It's not only just like a very pathetic excuse, but it shows that he really can't play to anyone else's weaknesses to like, you know, exploit as like an insult. I'm not saying he should do that. I'm saying if that's his intent.
Let's go to the Real
do a horrible
MRB's
job.
channel real quick because I want to let's see. I want
Also, outside of the doxing, he is a little bit too much into this guy.
Yes.
A little bit
Yes.
too much.
The real MRB is a little obsessed too. He's definitely dedicated, to put it nicely.
It's like a different. It's like same quantity as Andy, but different. Actually, more than Andy.
I would say that the real MRB is much more obsessed with Valakai than Andy is.
Hey, Deca Steven, I just sent you a funny video.
Okay, well, anyway, guys,
check it out.
I think we're gonna wind this down, but I want to end it on a shout out to me from Valakai himself.
So I would like to shout out yet again.
Hang on.
Oh boy.
So I would like to shout out yet again, Fugitive Red Eye.
Take a look at the Cucumber Clan though before we end it. Because that guy's funny.
Is he though?
He's pathetic!
I mean, yeah, he is. I suppose. We'll end on the shout-out, because I want the shout-out to be the end of the stream.
Okay.
Well, what's the Cucumber Clan said lately?
He tells everyone to go to rehab. And that they're mentally ill. And that they're horrible people.
Oh God, I'm waiting for him to say something real bad about autism or mock it.
Oh no!
I feel like it's gonna happen.
The Cucumber Clan is autistic as well.
I didn't know he was autistic.
Well, fucking listen to him, dude. Listen.
Oh, no.
Listen to this.
He is autistic. Listen, you can tell.
Would be the best possible choice.
Oh yeah, definitely. He has that David Byrne accent. I could tell by his channel page where he had the Colombian TriStar logos. Definitely, he's a logo for
He looks like Red Eye. You shut your whore mouth, Super Bob. No one in this situation looks like me.
To be fair.
What you think? You think this disgusting abomination? You think this motherfucker?
I mean, there could be an argument, man.
No, there couldn't.
I'm just kidding.
No, there fucking couldn't.
Maybe the hair a little
No, look, I have way less hair. Look at that. Like, I mean, granted, I guess now, back then he had more hair. I mean, my hair's shit, don't get me wrong, my hair is shit, but...
Dude, I'm bald, I'm nearly bald
as
as fuck, man.
I'm not trying to judge, dude. I don't like the unicorn thing for your hair.
Do you mean my widow's peak?
Yeah.
I can't help that I have a receding head. I look way worse without it, dude. I hate it. When you can see my entire forehead, I hate it. Unless you're talking about the way that it's sticking up like a cowlick, because yeah, that's not me doing that.
He also doesn't look like he brushes his teeth, and his beard is filthy.
Yeah.
This guy.
Anyway, so yeah, Cucumber Clan.
He thinks that we want to see him naked. No, thank you, sir. That is no.
Yeah. But the Cucumber Clan doesn't really have anything that interests me right now. Was there a specific thing you wanted to see? Because I don't really see anything that's jumping out at me.
I think there was one. Let me just look real quick. Because here's the thing.
I think I know this guy.
He is... Well, I think, you know what? I thought I never saw one of his videos. I think when I was searching up, like, Sony Blu-rays, he, like, uploaded a collection of, like, the complete classics and stuff, and maybe I took a glance. I'm not sure. The reason why he fascinates me is that he's so irrelevant.
You think I should try to wear a wig, Ree?
It's kind of funny to me, you know? Let me see.
The real MRB is a little bit of a log? What do you mean by that? He's a little bit of a log? What? Like, or are you saying he, like, has a backlog of his content?
Well, you know what? I guess it wouldn't make sense to look at the Cucumber Clan because he goes after people that no one knows.
Yeah.
So the context would be even more out of touch.
Well, yeah.
But the reason why I think he's funny is because he highlights and clicks on screenshots of every comment, even in private text, and thinks that people will care. And that's what's really funny to me.
Yeah, I suppose.
Oh, no, wait. He did one, I think, on the real MRB.
Okay.
Well, actually, no. You know what? Because it's also about a different user, so never mind. Just go to the shout out one.
Okay.
I just realized it.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, he's not really that entertaining. That's why when you're like, he's funny, I'm like, is he though?
But it's the last time we had a lot of fun with him.
Yeah, but that's because the last time we were pointing out just how pathetic he is.
I know, and that's the funny part. But yeah.
Oh, you know what? This is really rich. This is a video of him trying to give Jesse Coffee advice, as if Valakai's good at giving advice.
To be honest with you, I think people around my age also and younger, giving advice to adults or anything like that is stupid.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not trying to pull myself down or anything like that, but it's like, I haven't even lived that
Well,
long,
I assume you're an adult by your voice, right?
I'm 22.
Yeah,
but,
okay.
like, you know what I mean?
But when you say talking to adults,
About
you're...
my voice. Do you assume I'm an adult?
Yes.
Well,
No.
but you know what I mean. You know what I mean, like...
Yeah,
like,
I get it. Talking to the older generation.
Yeah. Because I don't know. I just think it's silly that people that are like 17 and stuff think I'm a life coach and stuff like that.
Anyway, let's end on this shout out.
Oh, this is the highlight. This is the greatest one.
So I would like to shout out yet again, Fugitive Red Eye.
Yet again.
Yep.
He's, I think, a commentary channel, and he also does a lot of other videos as well. I actually found him through looking for Andy Kishore's liked videos playlist when it was still public, and I found that Fugitive Red Eye's my judge.
Oh, yeah.
And he was looking for Andy. Oh, nice.
Is a
What a
ditch
sweet
video.
guy.
Yeah. Anyway.
Red Eye's my judge is a ditch video, and I've kind of kept an eye on Fugitive Red Eyes since then.
He's kept an eye on me, boys. He's watching me.
He kept an eye on
I
you.
do like his
He
content.
was on the look.
Yeah, some of his videos can be a bit weird, but I do like the aesthetic of his content. It's fun.
Woo!
And I also do think he does bring up good points usually.
Fuck yeah, I do.
Bring it good points.
So I will link his channel in the description, and I will also link his Red Eye Response playlist in the description as well. So
Hell yeah.
those are probably my favorite videos of his, but
All right. There we go. All right, guys.
Valachi, regardless what happens in the future, you've been a real pal. You've been a real dude.
Yeah, you've been a great guy. I really appreciate you, man.
You know what? We appreciate you keeping an eye out for us, for better or worse, because
Yeah.
you rock
You've been a bro.
You've been a bro. You've been a real man. You've been a real man about this.
Anyway, I think that's gonna do it for this stream, guys. See you next time. Toodles.
Good night, everyone.
Take it easy.
After this, or